Hey guys, what's happening? This is Beach. This is the first in what I hope to be a series of little clips and little lessons that I'm going to throw up here to help you get better as a musician and as a guitar player, and just hopefully eventually take your playing to where you want it to go. Over time I'm going to be posting different things for beginners, intermediate players, for advanced players, but for today and for the first lesson I want to start with just beginners, something pretty simple for those of you who either just started playing guitar or maybe you've never played before and want to pick it up and try it out. So we're going to look at chord changes, going between two simple chords today, D and G. Now, if you're a relative beginner, been playing for a couple of weeks, chances are you've either tried playing chords or your teacher's shown you how to play a couple of chords, which is great. And most players, what I find, don't have a lot of trouble playing the chords themselves, but rather when they have to change between chords, that's when everything gets all crazy. So if you're playing a D chord, I see a lot of students do this. They'll play that, they'll kind of work their fingers out and get it done, and then I'll say, okay, cool, now play me a G. And everything comes way off, and they get all nervous and try to find the right spot, and eventually they can play me a G chord. And then it's pretty easy, the G is cool. So what I want to work on real quick is how to get between two different chords and make it a little bit easier and a little more smooth switching between them. So we're going to take, again, the D and the G. If you don't know these chords real quick, it's the D is the 2nd fret on the E string, 3rd fret on the B string, and 2nd fret on the G. You're generally strumming 4 strings, starting from the D string down. When you play a G, you've got the 3rd fret on the E and the B strings. You've got the 2nd fret over here on the A, and the 3rd fret all the way over on the G. And you're going to strum all 6 on this one. So again, with the help of a teacher or a book, most students that I find are able to play those chords, not easily, but pretty quickly. Now, from there, once you've got them, the problem comes when you have to switch. So again, I'll tell somebody to play that D, and then I'll say play a G, and their fingers all freak out, and they don't know where to go. So what I want to do is look at what they have in common. So if you play a D, and then you play a G, what you'll find is your ring finger actually doesn't have to move. Your ring finger, or your 3rd finger, is always going to be on the 3rd fret of the B string. So what I want you to try when you're at home is playing a D, and then when you go to switch, even though it's going to be a little tough at first, don't pick that ring finger up. Leave it down and build your G chord around that. So bring your pinky down next to it, and then bring your index and your middle finger over to the other side to play the rest of the chord. Same when you go back. You can pick up your other fingers, but leave your ring finger there and drop your middle finger down onto the E and bring your 1st finger up onto the G. So again, when you're switching, it's D, G, but always leaving your 3rd finger down. So what that'll do is it'll let you speed up the change, and it also gives you an anchor so you can kind of build the chord around that one note. Again, it's not groundbreaking, it's not going to make you an amazing player overnight, but hopefully it will make the chord changes a little smoother for you. And what I want you to do is when you're at home, look for other similarities between chords. If you try playing a couple of other chords, look for what fingers don't have to move, or for instance, what fingers stay on the same string. If you play an A to a G, same kind of thing, your ring finger can stay down, but it just has to come up to the B string. So, that's another lesson for another day, but try to figure a few of those out on your own, and for this week, just work on D and G. And leaving that ring finger down, that should smooth out a lot of things. So keep checking in. If you have any questions, shoot me an email, post something up here, and hopefully I can answer it for you. Thanks a lot, guys.